to get warmed up before the start of the game. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Harris. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Kevon Looney. Sadiq Bey is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Jordan Poole. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Here's Poole. The rebound by the Bucks. Kuzma left side. Giannis outside. Harris passes to Turner. Back to Harris. Here's Micic. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the dunk by Giannis.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here's Poole for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Poole up ahead of the defense on that pull-up in a hurry.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And yes, it's good. Giannis has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's Poole. Back to Williamson. 5 to shoot. From the corner, and he nails the jumper.
So helpful for Zion's confidence to be able to knock down shots like that. It's just going to make him play with so much more reckless abandon.
Now here's Giannis. 6 points for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now Poole. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game. Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Williamson finds Poole. Guarded by Harris from outside the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. He misses the free throw. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Murray's checked in for New Orleans. Collins checked in for the Bucks.
try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Murray kicks to Poole. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So six-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Outside, Jones, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Giannis. Misses in close.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Turner against Murray. Doubled by Murray. The shot by Turner no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
First free throw is good. Well, we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player.
Murray dishes to Jones. Here's Bay. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee leading by 3. It's Portis high post. Out to Harris. Pass to Turner. And he banks in the layup.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
For 3, Murray. The rebound by the Bucks. To the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. Here's Murray. The layup missed. Harris with it. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here is Porter. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Gary Harris is out there with Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green, and it's Livingston in at the 4 slot. Pelicans shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Green against Jones. And Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
One thing jumping out is that first step as Murray's so explosive to get by a defender.
And Porter, here we go. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Alvarado, and he hits it to tie the game up.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Milwaukee making a switch here. Sims is checked in. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Alvarado, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Jose Alvarado. The Bucks also changing it up. Prince is checked in for Green. And Trent subbed in for Gary Harris. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Ripped away. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. Prince finds Antetokounmpo, takes it inside.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Murray, a screen on Prince. And a miss there on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in this. Highlight reels tough from Antetokounmpo. My goodness. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Looney. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Looney's got his second basket of the night.
Well, focus from Looney coming in there as he did not alter his shot one bit. Confident in that attempt.
Using his size, Giannis.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Jones. Inside. Here's Williamson. Outside for Murray. From past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Giannis outside. Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Williamson outside. him. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Both teams will make substitutions. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Zion Williamson.
That free throw good from Williamson. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Now, here's Looney. 3 on the clock. Bay. And again, no good by New Orleans. Milwaukee in the lead. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Poole on the wing. He has 5. Looney passes it to Williamson. Back to Looney. And he jams it with authority.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Williamson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williamson's got 9 points.
Surely a finesse shot there. Zion with good hands on the mid-range.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yes, sir.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Cool, no good. Bucks leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo, no good. New Orleans has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Encouraging to see Saddiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run. All right, then thinking about this shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Bucks leading by 3. They've got Jordan Poole. Looney out there with Williamson. Then it's Sadiq Bey. That's the Pelicans 5.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Here's Williamson. The kick out to Poole. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Bucks shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Foot muscle from Giannis on the finish.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He's off on the first. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Williamson with it, picked up by Turner. Williamson right side. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Antetokounmpo drops in the floater.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bey, and it's sent back by Turner. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Williamson finds Looney. Back to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder, and that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Giannis throwing it down.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Murray, and the rejection by Giannis. Driving.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And the first one at the line is good. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. Poole, no good.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The 3 from Poole. And the Pelicans miss again.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Pelicans trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Turner. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And here is Poole. He has 5. Jones kicks to Poole. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The shot by Looney, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Pelicans shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Asta Bay. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bay's got 5 now.
ending up with a close look. That's a great trip down the floor from Saddiq Bey.
And there it is for him. And the Bucks lead by 19.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. And Bey with a ferocious jam.
Bey's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Rollins the pass to Giannis. From down in the low post, it goes. Giannis has got 56 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Murray for 3. Buries it from three-point range. He has 7.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got Portis. Prince out there with Rollins. And it's Green, and it's Sims in at the center filling out the middle. Rebounded by the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Portis. Here's Sims. Messi grabs the rebound. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Wide open look here for Murray. Good on the triple.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Rollins. Outside, Green. Here's Portis. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Queen, and that one is stuffed right through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Prince, and it's good for 2. Prince has got his first 2 points of the night. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Queen. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is a young player who you do not want to send to the free throw line. Trey Murphy, just about automatic.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Big move substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Gary Harris is checked in for Torian Prince. And it's Micic in for Porter. And to the Kumbo. Shot's good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Poole. Driving in.
Well, one of the more explosive players and silky smooth. Poole finding a way to get to the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Poole. Pass to Bay. Murray outside. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Defensively, you're trying to prevent DeJounte from getting to the rim, but he can counter. That mid-range becomes deadly.
Here's Giannis, and the shot goes down. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Stolen. Now Harris. Kuzma finds Giannis. Doesn't go for him. Bay with it. Pass to Murray.
2 minutes remaining.
And he converts the layup. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half.
If guys are getting points inside, that's a bad sign for the defense, so you don't want to allow too much penetration, especially from DeJounte.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And so Poole will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 16, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And Poole streaking past the defense. Looked like he had another gear he got to.
To the paint, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And he makes the first.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And so he's able to get one of 2. Pelicans trail by 13. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. .133 left here in the fourth quarter. Bucks leading by 13. And got it! Another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them.
What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Cool, no good. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And both free throws good for Giannis. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Messi.
At the line for New Orleans, Messi. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Messi's shot is good. On offense here, the Bucks. And yep, another basket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giannis. The team picked it up in the second half. What changed out there?
We were playing actually really competitive. We were playing hard, but I think in the third quarter, when you start making shots, you even play harder defensively, and we were moving the ball really well, and we were just clicking as a team.
And you guys controlled the last stretch, man. Thanks. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me.